You're watching NewsdayTV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. Two parents have been indicted after a baby was found dead of an apparent overdose. Steve Langford has more on the story.
1-year-old Joseph Adonis was unresponsive on the morning of January 3rd when police and paramedics were called to this apartment in Holbrook. It was too late.
Preliminary toxicology results for the child's blood showed the presence of cocaine, fentanyl, morphine, a precursor chemical to fentanyl, a metabolite of fentanyl, and a metabolite of cocaine.
This is what the bedroom looked like where the baby boy was found, according to Suffolk County Police. Drugs and weapons out in the open. The preliminary cause of death, opioid poisoning.
An incidental, infinitesimally small amount of this poison could come in contact with the child and result in that child's death.
The child's parents, Wilkins Adonis and Darrell E. LeBrock, have been arraigned in Suffolk County Court, indicted on charges including criminal possession of a controlled substance, failure to safely store weapons, endangering the welfare of a child, and in the mother's case, for even being there in violation of an order of protection.
The order of protection extends to the children. So she had to stay away from the children, and she had to avoid drugs while in the presence of the children.
An 11-year-old boy was also in the home when first responders rushed here. A neighbor who doesn't want to appear on camera calls it heartbreaking that a baby died here and upsetting that he and his family were living near a place that had guns and fentanyl.
Fentanyl is 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times stronger than morphine. It is a major contributor to fatal and non-fatal overdoses.
Both the mother and father have entered not guilty pleas and are being held in the Suffolk County Jail on outstanding warrants. The father's attorney says his client had no knowledge drugs or guns were in the house.
I went to visit him in the jail. He was on suicide watch, so he was really upset about what happened to his son.
The Suffolk County District Attorney called the opioid epidemic a crisis, citing statistics from 2022 when the county reported 399 fentanyl overdose deaths, more than one a day. Steve Langford for NewsdayTV.
A Long Island man has gotten a maximum sentence of 25 years to life for the murder of his ex-girlfriend. A judge called 51-year-old Wayne Chambers heartless. The Medford man stabbed Sandra McIntosh over 20 times and left her on the side of the road. The victim's family says justice has been served.
This guy took her life right after her shift, right after her doing 12-hour shift, taking care of her patients. He took her life, So, we were in shock, but we were relieved and we were happy that he got the max.
It happened near Woodland Avenue in Holtzville back in 2021. Officials have now identified the woman who died after eating a cookie from Stu Leonard's. 25-year-old Orla Baxendale went into anaphylactic shock after eating the cookie, which contained peanuts that were not mentioned on the label. It was manufactured by Cookies United in Islip and labeled with Stu Leonard's branding. 5 Long Island school districts are among 16 in the state experiencing funding troubles. The state comptroller says Amityville and New Suffolk are facing significant fiscal stress. Roosevelt, Middle Country, and Springs are also on the list, but the funding troubles are not as serious. The comptroller's office releases this report each year. Hampton Bays High School is adding new ways to teach financial literacy to kids. The district added a bank in the high school so students can open a bank account, make deposits, and more.
Kids are actively learning and engaged in financial literacy elements like budgeting, saving, planning for your future, identifying the careers and goals that a student has, and the amount of money that you might need to live your life after high school.
Now, that student bank will open in February. Well, the Islanders' new head coach is making his first return to Montreal. Patrick Waugh spent the beginning of his NHL career with the Canadiens and has his number hanging from the rafters at the Bell Center Arena. It's Waugh's third game with the Islanders after replacing fired coach Lane Lambert. Let's take another look at your Long Island forecast now. Tonight, that rain does continue. Temps around 41 degrees, so at least it stays warm. Tomorrow, that rain will hang around in the morning until it finally tapers off later on tonight. Temps in the mid 40s, lower 40s. for your Friday. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast for you in just a few minutes.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
Journalist and author Cheryl Wills taking us back in time to explore her ancestral roots. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday.
This was a journey. This was a mission. In December of 2011, I got the opportunity of a lifetime, something I had long dreamed about, and I got the chance to go to Senegal, West Africa. And this was significant for me, especially because I had always dreamed of going back to my ancestral homeland. This is my grandpa, Fred Wills, who never left home without his guitar. He was very proud of his instrument, and this translated in America to this. I thought this was a guitar. No, it's actually a kora, and they don't play it like this, they play it like this. My family has been enslaved in the United States for hundreds of years. No one ever returned. I returned for the people I write about in these books. My great-great-great-grandmother, Emma, who was a slave in Tennessee. For my Civil War grandfather, Sandy Wills, a veteran who emancipated himself. I'm very proud of my ancestral homeland. We come from beautiful people. I call this my lucky purse because the women in Senegal, West Africa made this. My great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmothers were probably making bags and making crafts like this. I immediately felt the connection. I felt the connection, and I knew that I was home.
You can read more about the story on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Stroller Strong Mamas. The new Mommy and Me Fitness Center is open on the North Fork. Sherry Einhorn has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Squat it out.
Working out is tough enough,
Baby, wear it at its finest.
but this is on a whole other level.
That's just like everyday life, just a little bit more sweaty.
While some moms may think about working out as me time,
There she goes.
these moms say they love including their kids.
And you don't have to worry about your kid over in the corner and what they're doing because the mom over there is watching out for you, so everyone looks out for each other.
These are the Stroller Strong Mamas, created by Rachel Goodale, fitness instructor and mother of 2.
The children are actually seeing you take care of yourself and living a healthy lifestyle, and a lot of times they jump in on the workout, so it's this bigger picture.
The business started out in 2015 with baby-wearing workouts, prenatal and postpartum classes. She ran outdoor and Zoom programs during the pandemic and recently opened this place in Mattituck.
It's a great way to get out of the house without having to pay for a babysitter and do something healthy and be a positive example for your kids.
No, I would have brought my own kids, but they're 23 and 20 and bigger than me, so I'm gonna borrow Reagan, right? Okay.
You came, you realize that the kids start to talk and hang out, or they work out with you, and you actually get a workout in somehow.
Ready, 2 more, go ahead, 1.
Classes include cardio, strength training, and yoga.
Let's go, 30 seconds. Look how strong you are. There are endless possibilities.
In Mattituck, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Great for mom and baby. You can read more about Stroller Strong Mamas on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Here's what's up on Long Island. You can make a reservation during Long Island Winter Restaurant Week. It's 8 days of deals on 3-course price-fixed dinners that range from $29 to $46. It starts on Sunday. Islanders hockey, North meets South as the New York Islanders face off against the Florida Panthers. That's Saturday night at UBS Arena. And see some lacrosse at the Coliseum. The New York Riptide takes on the Georgia Swarm Saturday night at the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale. For more admission information and other events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage.
We are the people that go to meetings, look at the documents for you. That means a lot to the people who influence policy. It means a lot to our readers.
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great night. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day forecast.